welcome back. So, I guess there was some talk over the break about personalizing some of the other gang members, making one an apprentice and such. So
Yeah.
Please continue.
So I didn't have like a set of ideas right now, but I would love to come up with like some personal like some characteristics for these adepts so that they really get like some character. We might not end up using their characters; they might just end up being a statistic on a thing. But it's still fun to come up with it.
True.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not super duper important this exact second.
We didn't have to do it now.
Yeah. We were talking about making one of them into Ziggs or Chaos Master. What did we decide we were calling you? Chaos Bringer. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to update your names in Roll20 so I can be easier for me to refer to you,
Sure.
that'd be super great. One of them being Chaos Bringer's direct apprentice. I would like to at least name that person right now. And then we can just jump into our first score. We got a couple of different ways we can do that. If there's anything, if we're looking at the score, or looking at the crew sheet, if there is any one of these three connected claims that you're interested in going for, securing a sanctuary, securing an offertory, or just gaining more turf, let me know and we can go for that. Otherwise, I can roll some dice randomly and see what sort of opportunities present themselves. Or if there's
if we wanted to venture down into the pillars, would that be sanctuary?
Absolutely.
That could be cool.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I like it. That sounds good to me. So, Mark, do you have an idea for Chaos Bringer's apprentice?
I think he has to be named Victor.
Victor.
Like
Okay.
the Russian Victor.
Victor.
It's really
Okay.
Russian. A Russian style guy. Who is good who knows things by the book, but he's just, well, his brain works, but his fingers don't. He tries to do something and it fails, because you can't leave him alone with
Explosives.
No. That would be mad. He doesn't get
Okay.
explosive from me. No. But yeah, he's actually a smart guy that can help me theoretically, but I won't trust him with doing the finger work, because that's the reason why nobody else took him, and he has gone to one with the worst reputation there is. I do have a bad reputation for my practices, but I'm still good, so yeah, That's how he ended up at my side, because I am good, and I take him because, well, I have no reason why I took him, but I did for some reason, and now I just take him.
You take him because he's so tenacious that you can't get rid of him.
Yeah, but also because if I need someone to test something at some point and I don't have time to find someone else, it might be useful.
Okay. I picture him as being guard and Elizabeth. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just writing down an idea, but go on and
No, it's fine. I'm taking it.
So Elizabeth is like this starry-eyed overachiever. She's fairly young and really ambitious. And very, very zealous.
Okay.
The kind of bookish type that, sometimes be really extreme for science or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you get in my way?
Alright. Brad, is there anyone that you want to name? Otherwise, we'll just say there's three more that as they come to the forefront, I'll give them names and tell you a little bit about them.
I think not at this time.
Okay.
I almost certainly will want to later, though.
Okay, cool. So, like it, and we are ready to go. Cool. Yeah. So you guys are going to be looking at getting the sanctuary, which would give you a +1 to command and sway dice while on your site, while you're inside of your cathedral. So this is you guys digging down into the forgotten tunnels beneath the bridge. There's like a secret passage in the bridge beneath the road but above the water, as well as going down into the pillars towards the water. You don't know how far down the pillars go, but you're interested in finding out. Yeah?
Definitely.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Alright, so if you look at any of the character sheet pages, it tells you on the playbook pages, tells you what kind of plan you are going for. An assault plan, a deception plan, an infiltration plan, an occult plan, a social plan, or transport plan. Now this is something where you don't have a direct foe per se, necessarily. But are you going to assault this and just brute force your way down there? Or are you going to occult your way down there, do some weird magic to try to clear it that way? Or are you going to do some kind of a social plan where you convince some other workers to do the work for you? Or even a deception plan where you trick somebody to do the work for you? Or is this going to be like an infiltration plan where you sneak past the blockage in order to explore before coming back and actually clearing it out?
I mean, infiltration or assault both sounds good to me. I don't know if we have the social skills to do social, because else we could, use the fact that we know these tinkers.
Yeah, I was actually kind of thinking occult with the idea that yes, there's this physical blockage, but the reason that part of the reason that the physical blockage exists is because it's just spiritually dangerous to go there, and it'd be a matter of working that out before we can just
is like 2 pieces of plywood with do not and like keep out scrawled in paint.
I mean, that could be cool.
But it's just the like when you go to move them, you get a bad feeling kind of a thing. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Absolutely. Okay.
But I'd be willing to go with a different approach if there's strong feelings about it.
I mean, occult plan works.
Yeah. Okay. So if this is an occult plan, tell me, what is the arcane power that you are invoking to get past that spiritual barrier?
That's not my area of expertise. I just punch things.
Wow. I might find a way, but what am I invoking? I have no idea right now, but as a player,
aren't you
you tell
whisper?
Me. As a leech, he's got some occult bearing as well. You tell me, like, either either one of you, either Farouk or Zing, could bring to bear some kind of occult power here, and you can tell me what it is. You don't really have any specific magic, but you do have a little bit of ritual knowledge with your high attune, or at least a point in attune. So is this something where you want to form a ritual to try to cleanse the area, or is this something where you want to, like, invoke some spirits to research for you? I mean, you tell me, how is this occult? In what way is it weird and mysterious?
Maybe we can, like, commune with these dark forces, and perhaps bring them over to the light of Diania.
I have an idea. It might be that I think fits very well with what we discussed earlier about Lan and Farouk. What if, the easiest way to commune with the spirit is to let it temporarily inhabit someone's body? Like, Lan's.
Pretty dangerous, Lan.
Yeah.
I don't know how that, works in this world, or if that's realistic. I'd be up for it.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous, but you can certainly do it. So yeah,
I don't know. It sounds like fun.
It does.
All right, yeah, we can certainly do that. So, the plan is then to set up and allow whatever dark spirit is down in these pillars to inhabit Lan, and then communicate with it that way. Is that right?
Yeah, and attempting to draw wards around Lan to keep the possessed combined entity from just wandering off to do whatever it wants. But that isn't necessarily something that will be effective.
So yeah. As we're discussing this, Lan says in this silky voice, you might want to tie me up real good, because I didn't want to accidentally end up breaking your necks.
Of course! The vessel must be perfectly prepared!
Alright. So yeah, you guys set up, where are you setting this all up? Is it in a room with there's like this dark door with the cross boards that says keep out, and then there's like a stairs down? Are you doing it in that room, or are you actually crossing that border and going down the stairs to do it? Or are you doing it somewhere else?
I imagine that the door would be at the bottom of the stairs. So I'm imagining like this I guess like well-like tunnel-like thing, with like a rusty stairs that maybe Lan is being tied to, and a board of area that says keep out, something like that.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, all right. So great. Now we get to do an engagement roll to see how well your preparations are helping you. I think that the target is ill-prepared. This is not something that the nefarious spirits of this place are expecting. So you get 4 dice, which is really good to prepare for this. And I should have put the sort them, but that's fine. Oh my gosh, my internet is so slow. If it pops up for you guys...
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go. 12. 5. So it should have... We just wanted the highest one. Yeah. I should have told it to KH1, but I didn't. So, 5. mixed outcome. You initiate your chosen plan, but an unexpected complication arises. Okay. As you set up your
Inconceivable.
exactly as you predicted. You were expecting there to be ghosts in this place, and you were expecting to communicate with spirits. That is not what you found here. This is something else. And so it's not what you're expecting. It still possesses Lan as you wanted, but Lan, as it slips into your mind, you realize that this malevolent being is some other kind of devil. But
can I warn them?
Oh, you can try.
I would love to try and.
So, you can also try to alternatively.
Warn them.
Alternatively, you can try to resist the possession when you realize this is not a ghost.
No.
Okay. To warn them, it would be an attune roll for you to be able to.
Am I the only one who doesn't hear Hasu?
I didn't realize she was talking. No, I don't hear her at all, Hasa. Uh-oh.
I mean, yeah.
Are we working
She's
now?
going in and out of the spirit realm.
This would either be either an attune or maybe a command to try to assert your dominance over this being that has taken over your body.
User in your channel timed out.
Uh-oh. She's frozen in roll 20 and she timed out of TeamSpeak.
Well, actually I see her moving in roll 20.
She's moving again.
Okay.
Good, yes. She had been frozen, but then she started moving.
Oh,
As soon as I said she was frozen, she started moving. That's how it works every time. Right? So, when she gets back...
Yeah, so, Hasa, can you hear us?
Can you hear us in roll 20?
Okay, I'm guessing no.
Okay, so we have to talk with gestures. I got it.
I can hear you in... Can you hear me?
Nog steeds niet. Tenminste, hij doet het wel, maar TeamSpeak doet niet in een of andere reden. Het is heel gek.
I can hear her if I unmute her in roll 20, but I can't. But she can hear us. So while we're waiting for that,
I hear Trinity as well. Okay, that's how it works.
That means I unmute myself in roll 20 and then she hears me?
Hasu, do you hear me? Guess not.
You guys sure?
It's a mystery.
Now she froze.
Okay. I think I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Good. Excellent.
Awesome. Okay, so I was saying, you're gonna want to roll either. Tell me how you are doing it. Like you feel this oily presence seep into your brain. Tell me, how do you warn them that this is not what they thought it was?
Do we have a code word for this?
And I mean, do you want to do a flashback to where you established a code word for "this is not a ghost"?
Code word for "this is not a ghost," but we might have set up the code word, or not necessarily code word, but maybe a hand signal for something's wrong. Like there's just generally something's going wrong with the operation that we set up for general use.
I can certainly imagine that. So, who would like to initiate this flashback to set up this hand signal? It's going to cost you one stress to have foreseen this
and
eventuality.
Just from a technical standpoint...
Well, I mean, if someone else wants to, they can, but I imagine that it'd be something Land would do. Okay. I find you must be.
Sorry. Brad, what was the question?
Do you want to all just switch over to Roll20 for audio, or...
Okay.
Okay.
Unmute yourself and Roll20 then.
No worries, I'm gonna head over to TeamSpeak.
User joined your
Hello. I found TeamSpeak.
Yes. Okay, we can stay in TeamSpeak then.
And
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's working.
Yeah, it's not actually working.
How about trying out Skype?
Let's just use
Not
the...
TeamSpeak.
Now we...
but it's not working. Can't you guys hear me?
Oh, okay. Now. It was cutting in and out.
Okay, weird. Yeah, like, the internet connection here is sometimes briefly choppy.
Okay.
For no apparent reason.
It does seem...
And
like...
it then comes
sense.
back after some time.
Yeah, it does seem fine now.
It makes sense if TS doesn't work, Roll20 should not be working at all.
There's that.
It is.
So let's try out Skype then.
Well, everything is fine at the moment. If it goes out again, then maybe we should switch over. But I think we're good for now.
Okay.
Okay. So flashback to hand signal when things are going wrong.
Yeah, what kind of hand signal do you establish?
Something very simple that you wouldn't normally do. Maybe something like crossing fingers or whatever.
Something you would normally do, but if the people would know it means something different, then it would be for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, maybe something that is just uncommon enough that since we know what it means, we can identify it, but it's still something that people that wouldn't scream out hand signal, just because that would be fine in this situation, but going forward, if we're like in a social situation, we want to have something where we can communicate sort of that piece of information covertly. So
maybe like touching like a part of your body.
Yeah, maybe just scratching your nose, but with the pinky rather than a different figure.
Makes sense.
I would like actually to if something's wrong, that the member who notices shows the middle fingers, so they know. Okay.
Well, you could scratch your nose with your middle finger, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you do it with your pinky. And you're like, what? Anyway, so what your body has been fully taken over by this being, Glenn. What are you doing to assert your will to make this small gesture?
Let's see, what am I doing? What am I doing? I mean, I imagine it'd be stealing my will. I don't know if there's some way to do that, but just wanting it really badly because I don't want others to get in trouble. That or I'd use and trick the whatever it is possessing me.
You want to try to trick whatever's possessing you into doing it for you?
Yeah, or into noticing that I'm doing it, maybe?
Okay, that would kind of be a sway, but within your own mind, where maybe you think really hard about how much your nose itches.
How about this? Sorry. What would it be like if I try to kind of split my minds into two parts? One part where the spirit was, and one part where I was, scratching my nose.
Okay. That sounds like an attune to me, really. Like,
sure.
Yeah. Now, do you want to push yourself and take 2 additional stress to get an extra die? Or are you interested in possibly getting a devil's bargain to get an extra die here?
What would the devil's bargain be?
Well, I can come up with something, or if you have an idea, you can tell me as well. One obvious devil's bargain would be that you successfully indicate that something's wrong, but that the possessing force picks up on it.
How about this? What if I somehow trick it by pretending that I let it in, so that it lets its guard down, but that means I actually let it in a little more than I'd really like to, which means that even, if everything goes well and we, send the guy back home again later, he's still got a little bit of a hold over me.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
I'll definitely go for that.
I'm gonna start a clock. 1 out of 8.
Challenging.
Possessive influence. This has got its little spirit tendrils in you. If it reaches 8, it's going to take over your whole body permanently. So you don't want that. It's bad.
Okay.
But it's started now. So you get 2 dice. So you can click the little d20 for sway, and then when it asks for extras, put 1. There's nobody else is going to be able to assist you with this.
I imagine. Way.
And this is
1.
Yeah, this is a risky proposition that will give you
and I'm not
a
good at
standard
sway.
result. Oof.
Oh.
Oof. Alright. Yowzers. This is bad. Things go badly, you suffer harm, a complication occurs, or you end up in a desperate position. You might lose this opportunity. I say definitely a complication occurs. You get another click on the possessive influence clock.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Tick-tock indeed. You're in a desperate position. You're not going to suffer any harm right now because that clock is pretty bad on its own. If you want to continue pursuing this line of being able, you were not able to scratch your nose in the appropriate manner. If you want to try again, still by doing the same tactic, you can do so, and you still get your 1 die from the Devil's Bargain, but you're in a desperate position, and if you mess up, it may be very, very bad. Alternatively, you can try a different tactic, or you can give up on pursuing this.
Okay, I'm going to try a different tactic.
Okay.
I
What
think I might
kind of
just
tactic?
command the spirit, or whatever it is, to scratch my nose. Because I can command, but I can't swing.
Okay, yeah. You do not have the Devil's Bargain on this, and if you'd like to push yourself, you still can.
I would like to push myself, I think.
Okay, this is desperate, so you're going to get 1 XP for doing it. So you can take your resolve and put 1 in that 1 out of 6, in the 0 out of 6.
Okay, which resolve? Okay, resolve. Never mind. Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so command and then add 1 more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Spirit, let me scratch my nose. Well,
It's
better
not
than
awful.
So you should be at 3 stress.
I am?
It's not the checkboxes, it's the 3 out of 9. Because checkboxes are traumas.
Okay.
You don't want those. Traumas are very, very bad.
Okay.
4. 4 is much better. So you do it, but there is a consequence. Severe harm or serious complication. So the severe harm would be, you are currently fully possessed. You get your nose scratch in, and then it clamps down and takes total control, and you'll have no interactions for the rest of this time. Now you can resist this. This is how this game works. I tell you what happens, and then you're like, no, actually.
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 I didn't
so
mind
you
it
can,
taking control, but I imagine it would have a lot of serious negative implications.
yeah. So it taking complete control means that you would need help, and until someone basically performs an exorcism on you during downtime, you'll have no control of your character.
Okay.
So that's pretty bad. You probably want to resist that.
Okay. Then I will.
I mean, it's up to you. You can just allow it to happen.
Well, I don't mind going crazy, so there's that.
What happens if you go crazy, but your character is already crazy by default?
So your character does not start off with any trauma to begin with, and trauma is mechanically going crazy.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I think it would be cool story-wise if he would just get fully possessed. And, be there just tied to the thing and trying to break loose and, whatnot. But if it would be, really inconvenient for everything and everybody, then I'm fine with not doing it.
Well, would the exorcism necessarily have to be done in downtime, or could it be done in play right after?
So the exorcism would be during downtime. Mechanically, it would be taking a recover action, and then it would take time to actually get the spirit fully out of her. For him.
Let me resist it then.
Yeah, it's probably good.
How do I resist it?
Okay, so you just click on the button next to resolve, and that'll tell you, it will do all the math for you. It'll tell you how many stress you have to take in order to, there you go, 1. Nice. So you go to stress, and you take 1 stress, you're at 4.
Yep.
And you manage, this completely eliminates the effect. So he's not fully possessing you right now, and you've given a signal that there's something wrong.
Cool.
All right, what do you do? Farouk and Chaosbringer?
Well, I don't have my possessor repellent with me that I tried to brew last time. I probably don't have it, right?
Actually, that's a good point. Everybody tell me, what is your loadout? So are you... This is how many items you are carrying with you, whether you have a heavy... a standard load, which makes you look like just a normal person. This is how if you were just walking down the street, no one would look at you twice. You look like an average citizen. That means you can have up to 3 items with you. A average loadout is up to 5 items, and you look like you are a blade. You look like you are bad guy. You look like you are ready to stir up some trouble. Or you can have a heavy loadout, which is up to 6 items, and you are ready for war. You have obviously got weapons all over you. You're definitely going to get stopped in the street, that kind of thing. Now, since you guys are basically in the basement of your own base, there's really no reason for you not to just go all out and have a heavy load.
Hey,
Yeah, that's sort of...
where do I find
So-
this again?
On your character sheet,
Yeah,
on the playbook page, it says load, light, normal, and heavy. So
yeah.
you can see on your playbook what types of items your character has access to, and you do not have to tell me what those items are that you've actually brought with you until you want to use them. So if you have a item that you would like to say that you are using, then tell me what it is and write it on your character sheet, and now you have it with you and it takes up one of your load.
And these items, are they mechanical, or are they sort of evocative, and we work out exactly what they do in play?
So there is a page that tells you what they do on... Did I not actually include that? Oh, shoot. Alright, I'll add it in just a second. But basically they, for the most part, they're evocative, but there are some more detailed descriptions of what they do. And I will post that page in just a second.
Okay. And what page would that be in the PDF?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought I already had it, but apparently I didn't.
Lan is carrying a normal
Here it is.
load.
41 in the PDF, by the way.
So I might have brewed something that I think should be an anti-possessor. So it should stop possessing. But, well, it's the first time I did it, so...
If you do it though, you can't communicate with it, so you should really wait until...
Not yet!
Yeah, but I would like that to be one of my items. Should I do a tinker roll to actually determine if I...
At the time when you're going to use it, we'll roll Tinker then.
Okay.
But you can say that you have it with you.
Yeah, I have it with me.
And Lan is just carrying a normal load.
Okay.
Doesn't work if you're all decked out with stuff.
Farouk is arrayed to for this operation, and has brought many things.
Oh, I did already have an items page. Okay. Fine.
It was just
I just
buried.
didn't actually upload it. I'd already clipped it, but I didn't upload it. There we go.
So, seeing that there's something wrong, I suppose Farouk will don his spirit mask in order to more closely determine what sort of entity we are dealing with. And as he does so, he'll say, "Welcome! You stand before the Shroud of Dayanara. Speak your name."
Yeah, and a voice comes out of Len's mouth and says, "Are not worthy of my name. Your
this might be
Dayanara
interesting.
is not respected here."
Blasphemy! You will speak it!
Would you like to try to make an action roll to convince this being to speak its name?
I feel that I must.
Uh-huh. Are you commanding it to do so, or are you attuning with it, where you are subtly manipulating the ghost field to compel it through magic?
Well, I'd be better off attuning, but it just said that Dayanara wasn't respected, so I'm commanding it.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna push yourself, or would you like to hear out some devil's bargains here?
I'd like to consider a bargain. I'd be happy pushing, but I'm curious what a bargain in this might look like.
The one that comes to my mind immediately is all of you present will take harm from hearing its name uttered.
Huh.
I mean, that could be an interesting one.
That's intriguing. And that would be physical harm rather than like a sort of mental stress, or could it be?
It would be recorded as harm versus stress, but it would still be a mental harm. It would be basically it would be a level 2 harm shaken. Anything you would do that requires your wits about you would you have a 1 die penalty to it. But you'd also all be able to make a resistance roll to that as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think if we have the opportunity to try and resist, that makes a lot of sense. So let's go with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the double bargain. So you get an extra die.
Okay.
And then once we roll the die, and we'll see, it might get worse, and then everyone can make their resistance roll.
Okay. So
you can just accept the fact that you're shaken by this, and not make a resistance roll if you want to. Len may choose that option, as if you roll very poorly, you could go crazy from this. You'd have to roll a 1, but...
Okay. And are we making the resistance roll first?
No. You're gonna make your command roll first.
And then we find out all the consequences. Okay. And do I just click on the die, and it'll ask me about any bonus? Okay.
Yeah, this is risky with a standard effect if you succeed. You click on the die for command, and it'll ask you for extras. You put a 1 in there.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh!
Whoops!
Things go badly. You suffer harm, a complication occurs, you end up in a disparate position, or you lose this opportunity. Okay. It's fantastic.